This is a 1998 Suzuki Gsxr 600, and behind the camera is my friend Ryan, and this bike has been sitting in his alleyway for 6 years. So, let's get it running.
So, this bike has been sitting in a rough alleyway for the past 6 years. Ryan originally bought this with the intention of getting his license and finally hitting the road, but unfortunately that never happened. Instead, it was left outside, exposed to the elements, and over time the fuel tank developed a lot of rust. We cleared out the rust, sealed the tank, and installed a new fuel pump and fuel filter. After putting it back on our bike and adding fresh fuel, we hoped for the best, but as you can see, it still wouldn't start. Which brings us to this point. Will the carburetor rebuild finally solve this issue?
We have got a brand new battery, and we've got some carburetor rebuild kit. So we're going to take the bike apart, or at least take the carbs out, drop the tank off, and then, yeah, I guess we can
get going.
We started by removing the rear fairing and petrol tank. Then we had to take off the front airbox to access the carburetors. This was a tricky part since we have never removed carburetors from a Gsxr before, so we took plenty of pictures to ensure that everything went back correctly. Here, you can see a little screw we initially overlooked, which actually releases the bands that secure a carburetor to the engine.
I feel like if I have gloves on, I feel a bit more professional. Yeah, like I know what I'm doing.
That's why I don't wear gloves.
Yeah.
The thread on this rod is miles, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive.
That's what she said.
Since this bike has been sitting for 6 years, everything has seized up and was super tight, making a removal really challenging. As you can see, getting the carburetor off the engine was no easy task.
Right. Hey. Stick some stuff in there.
Once it was removed, we stuffed some cloth into the engine air intake ports to ensure no debris would fall in whilst we worked on the carburetor.
How hard was that?
Really easy. 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
No, it wouldn't.
No.
Not at all.
Right, we got the carburetor out here, so neither of us really know what we're doing. We're kind of guessing. I've done a few two-strokes and stuff like that, but never a carburetor like this. But it's a good practice for the phaser down there, which I haven't quite finished yet. That's going to be another video. But anyway, we got to refit all of these gaskets and everything. So let's take this whole thing apart and try to rebuild this carburetor.
Now remember, when you remove carburetors from your bike, there's still fuel inside them. I knew that, but I forgot, and almost turned my workshop into a bonfire. Thankfully, these empty coffee pots finally came in handy, proving that your discarded caffeine containers can save the day and your workshop. Once we had drained all the fuel, we got to work stripping the carburetor apart. It was like taking apart a complicated Lego set.
Having fun there, mate?
Loving it. Loving it.
Scraping gaskets and cleaning the carburetors. So whilst Ryan's doing all that, just to give you a quick update on the Kawasaki, I'm still waiting for a few bits, the mirrors, and also some stickers on the side, and the service kit, and a bunch of other bits, and obviously I'll still need to restore these parts of the bike. And for those who asked, the phaser, I've got a really exciting video on this coming soon. We've got more carbon fiber work doing to it and finishing off the electronics, and hopefully getting it really close to actually getting running, because I think that's the bike I'm going to be keeping for myself, because I absolutely love it. Spent way too much money and way too much time on it. So yeah, anyway, back to Ryan's bike.
Which bike's going to run first? Mine or yours?
Um,
I'm hoping mine.
well, if you're talking about the Kawasaki, then you've lost that battle, my friend.
Yeah, that does sound nice when it runs out.
Yeah. But yeah, the phaser might need a little bit more time. So yeah, let's just keep on scraping.
Rebuilding this carburetor was pretty straightforward. We replaced the float chamber gasket, installed new float valve assembly, and swapped out 4 rubber O-rings. After that, we gave everything a thorough cleaning with carburetor cleaner, and we made sure that all fittings were snug to prevent any leaks. Look, you don't have to be a mechanic to tackle something like this. There's plenty of information out there to guide you through the process. In the end, the whole rebuild took me about an hour.
All right then, carburetor is nice and clean. Everything, we got all brand new gaskets and everything else. So now, will it start? Let's put it back on the bike and see if this thing will fire. 6 years later, and it's finally getting a second chance at life. And I absolutely love these sort of moments. So, shall we do it?
One way to find out.
Let's do it.
Now, all we have to do is reverse the process removal to get this carburetor back on the bike. It's pretty much as easy as clicking the subscribe button. So, if you enjoy the content, leave a like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.
Everything's plumbed in, so now we just need to get the battery in. And we go, oh, there you And yeah, so it's been sitting in an alleyway for about 6 years, so obviously it didn't do any good to the battery. And yeah, definitely need a new one. So, and the last one we couldn't actually revive on the charger. So let's stick that in now. Here we go, the moment of truth. Let's take the tank down. Feeling confident?
Here they go.
6 years. Let's do this. Ready? Let's do it. So what now? Oh, I just think it is.
Just gonna go.
Oh yes, the excitement was real, but before we celebrated too early, we needed to check for any leaks and make sure that the bike was running smoothly. No point in getting ahead of ourselves, better be safe than sorry.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it. The Gsxr is alive. And yeah, are you happy?
I'm happy.
I'm happy too. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.